get off work, see my baby. She says she'll leave before it slide off of me. I'm disheveled, I'm disdainful, I'm distracted and it's painful. But this job sweeping up here is gainfully employed.
I just find a lot of them either irrelevant or contradictory to my philosophy, which makes me look like an elitist. So
no, man, I'm trying to single people out into that kind of thing.
I'm not singling anybody out. I'm saying the bottom line is I think, and I'm assuming here, and assuming makes an ass out of you and me, but I'm going to take a risk and assume that your entrance into the film world, came through television, through watching films on television as a young man.
Well, home video television, yeah.
Home video. Okay. Well, so did Matt's.
Yours, however, came from somewhere else.
Okay. Okay, what you need to know is, I've only been literate for 3 years. Okay? I was semi-literate prior to this, as in I didn't read at all. That's what I call people. It's not I technically couldn't read, but see, the thing is, I was a fighter, and all I could think about was hurting others, and that was my focus, my intense training, get in the ring, kill, occasional fucking, go back to training. That was me, But my entrance into film was through reading film theory. The #1 theorist is Ted Goranson, that opened my eyes to this medium. So my entrance into film, and eventually will to make films, came through watching films, post understanding of film theory, of specific unique film theory. Holy shit, are those seagulls? You understand that when I said that you and Matt entered film through television, I meant you saw it on television, you liked it, and you rented more stuff, So just the films themselves, right? The Lethal Weapons, or the Die Hards, or the G.I. Janes, or the Ridley Scott movies, the Tony Scott movies, a lot of which I respect and a lot of which I don't. They all they're all the TNT new classics. That's where they come from. They come from that world. My world was understanding, Jesus Christ, it's like a fucking pool waving at me. My whole film world was based on what I first encountered from film theorists, and then going out and renting that, versus entering that world of the TNT new classics, which I'm not saying you're from, but you're from a similar world. Okay? I told you, prior to 3 years ago, I was only interested in fighting and killing,
Oh yeah, but I mean, you had to have some some movies back when you were a kid.
When I was a kid, not really. I was out on the street a lot. I mean, I watched an occasional flick, but I was mostly out on the street smoking and kicking hippies' asses. Ted Goranson, filmsfolded.com, opened my eyes to a wider scope of a film philosophy. Basically, it begins with a conception of film, of what film could be, and of what film is. This guy's been in the car for a couple of minutes. He's already got a project conceived out of it. I have a room full of authentic imitation Persian rugs, okay? Yes, I'm serious. Well, the threat is that I'm gonna break both of Arlen's arms when it comes to class in production 3. And if I'm really pissed off, I'll break both his legs too. But I might refrain from breaking his neck, because you do not do that to people. I remember there's this great shit about cops, getting perps to confess for homicide, and then telling them they won't get the needle if they do some remorse bullshit on camera after the confession, and then they cut out the remorse bullshit so the guys get the needle anyway. If you could bring in white board or white paper and make it look like a wall that you could paint blood on, I think you could get away with it. That's not gonna work out for today, but I appreciate you trying to keep your limbs together, but I don't think it's gonna work for me. No, I don't. I think you're gonna have to lose at least one finger. What are you laughing at? Alright, whatever. Fuck it, fine. You fucked up. Alright, fine, whatever. I already got a contingency plan, whatever, it's fine. That motherfucker better not show up. Because I will put him in a Kakita clutch. You know, that is the most lethal fucking chokehold in the East. And I am pretty fucking proficient at it. Mike Fryer might be able to stop me, since he was in the Marines. Lori might be able to stop me because she's built like a tank. But anybody else that gets in between me and Arlen is just going to be a casualty. I don't know, whatever you want to do. So if he wants to do it tomorrow,